Baghelkhand is located in the northeastern part of Madhya Pradesh. Come on, see Baghelkhand, northeastern part of Madhya Pradesh. Identify the Baghelkhand region. Go to the districts like Satara, Satna, Rewa. Rewa is there, Satna is there. It's not Satara. Satara comes there in another area. Satna is there, Rewa is there. Okay. These are the areas where you can find the plateau called as Baghelkhand plateau. Clear? Now, come on, write down this one, Baghelkhand plateau. Baghelkhand plateau is made up of limestone and sandstone. Baghelkhand plateau is made up of limestone and sandstone. Since it is made up of limestone, for what limestone is a raw material? For which industry? Cement industry. Therefore, what type of developments you can find in the Baghelkhand? You can find number of cement industries. In fact, India's largest cement industries are located there. Why? Because availability of the raw material. Means what? What you can talk about? You can talk about the factors affecting the location of industries. Could understand? You don't simply see Baghelkhand as a Baghelkhand. You need to have a interlinking to the other topic like factors affecting the location of industries. Why the cement industries are located mostly in the northeastern part of Madhya Pradesh. You name a cement industry that is located there. Why? Because availability of raw material. This is where the cement industries are highly located. Wherever the availability of the raw material is there, like limestone, the best example Nalgonda region. The best example in the Kadapa region. Wherever such a raw materials are available, you can find the cement industry. Don't you think that our Telangana is not a hub of cement industry? Don't you think that the Kadapa region of Andhra Pradesh is not a hub of cement industry? Yes, it's a hub of cement industry. At the same time, what is the capital city there? For the cement, it is the northeastern part of Madhya Pradesh, which is called as the Baghelkhand plateau. Entire plateau is made up of limestone. Therefore, you can find the very great cement industries that are located there. Clear? This is what Baghelkhand. Baghelkhand plateau is made up of limestone and sandstone. Therefore, it is industrially very developed. Now, see the question. If there is a question in the UPSC asking like which part of Madhya Pradesh, whether the northwestern part of Madhya Pradesh or the northeastern part of Madhya Pradesh is industrially developed. What is there in the northwestern? Badland. Can you have any industries there in the Badland? What type of industries can be there in the eastern part? Cement industry. When cement is there, construction activity happens where? More there. Which part of Madhya Pradesh is highly developed? Now you are in a position to explain. Could I able to understand this one? This should be implied. It never they will be writing or never they will be giving in any textbook. What you need to do is, you need to read between the lines. What do you mean by reading between the lines? You need to see whatever is not given there. That is what the ability of the civil servant. Is that clear? What is explicitly given, everyone can understand. Means what? What do you mean by what is explicitly expressed there? Given in writing, everyone can understand. What is not given, that is implied, implicitly given, you need to analyze. Is that clear? Whenever you are a great officer, someone comes before you in a acting mood and that fellow will pretend like this fellow is very poor and he wants a big contract. Because of outer appearance, because of the external expressive things, if you melt down and if you can sanction, that fellow might be coming in a bench. Who knows? That is what the ability of the administrator. You should be understanding the inner things. Even you people, whenever you are speaking to any fellow, whoever may be the fellow before you, whenever you are speaking to any fellow, just don't listen what he is telling. You need to understand in the back of the mind from where this fellow is feeling, what this fellow is talking about, what is his idea about. You need to understand the inner sense. Then only you are called as a clever fellow. Don't simply talk to the fellows just like that. This is what the ability, the inner ability you need to build up, right? If at all you want to become a greater officer, come on, build up this one. If you don't want, yes, sir, I am straightforward, sir. This is what the weakness the people will be expressing. It's not, don't don't exhibit any weakness to anyone. To understand the ability of building the character, this is what you need to build up, right? Then, after the Baghelkhand, give the heading as Chotanagpur. This is very, very important. Come on, give the heading as Chotanagpur. Chotanagpur is called as the Ruhr of India. Ruhr, R-U-H-R. Chotanagpur is called as the Ruhr of India. What do you mean by Ruhr of India? What is Ruhr? Ruhr of India. Ruhr is a valley region in the Germany where you can find n number of minerals. So many minerals are available there. On the same lines in India where you can find so many minerals, it is in the Chotanagpur region. Therefore, the Europeans name this one as it is the Ruhr of India. It's called as the Ruhr of India. Okay? What is Ruhr? Ruhr region is the one which is having a very great mineral availability or mineral source in the Germany region and the boundary between France and Germany. On the same lines in India, you can find so many minerals. See the minerals. What are the minerals that are available here in the Ruhr region of India? Nothing but the Chotanagpur region. You name a mineral that is available. Iron is available. Yes, mineral. Coal is available. Yes, it is available. Manganese available. Yes. Chromium is available. Yes. You can find nickel. You can find cobalt. Even you can find the mighty mineral like uranium. When so many minerals are available in one locality, the same in the entire world, such a conditions are found in two areas. One is the Ruhr region of Europe, another one is the Chotanagpur region of India. That's why it is called as the Ruhr of India. Clear? Which plateau is called as the Ruhr of India? It is the Chotanagpur region. But the Chotanagpur, geographical, understand, this is the practical, this is not the overlapping. The Chotanagpur plateau got spread into the states of, come on, write down. It's called as the Ruhr of India. Why it is called as Ruhr of India? Because of availability of number of minerals. Geographically, it got spread into the states of, come on, Jharkhand, then Chhattisgarh, very good, then Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, wonderful, then Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, then Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, then where do you find more minerals? Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. Very good. Orissa. Come on, write down. It got spread into the states of Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Orissa. These are the main states. Also, to certain extent, the parts of Madhya Pradesh, especially, Gadchiroli region, also parts of Bengal, the Purnia region of Bengal, Purnia. Okay, that much depth is not required. Just write down the three very important states. What are the three important states? Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and Orissa. These are the very important states where the Chotanagpur got spread into. Right? Now, see this one. Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Orissa. Also, write down certain other areas which is overlapping area between Orissa, Chhattisgarh, our Telangana, and even our Andhra Pradesh. The region is called as Dandakaranya. Dandakaranya region. This is what? A very important geographical area. Dandakaranya is a part and parcel of Chotanagpur plateau. Right? This region is called as Patland. This region is called as Patland, P-A-T-L-A-N-D, Patland. Which plateau is called as Patland? It is Chotanagpur plateau. Where you can find the Patland characters? In Jharkhand. Come on, write down Jharkhand. Where you can find the Patland characters? The Patland characters are found in the Jharkhand region. Patland character. But the question is, what is Patland? What is Patland? We have explained very wonderfully. Chotanagpur is called as Patland. The Patland characters are perfectly found in the Jharkhand region. But the question is, what is a Patland? Patland is such a land where you can find a very complicated, the complex structure of the plateau, especially appears just like plateau over plateau. What is a Patland? In a very simpler language, it is a complex, means what? The complex structure of the plateau simply appears just like plateau over plateau. Whenever there is a plateau over plateau type of structure, where it is called as Patland. What is the best example? Hazaribagh is a Patland. Ranchi is a Patland. Ranchi Plateau. Ranchi Plateau, Ranchi itself is a plateau. Means what? Where it is located? On the Chotanagpur Plateau. Over Chotanagpur Plateau, again the another plateau is there called as Ranchi Plateau. Also you can find another plateau called as Hazaribagh. Hazaribagh Plateau. These are the best examples for Patland over, means what? Patland topography, means what? Plateau over plateau topography, right? This is a very simpler form of explanation. What is a Patland? Patland is a land where it got twisted and is having a complex structure. But how to understand in a very simpler manner? Plateau over plateau simply called as Patland structure. Is it clear? Means what? In one side of India, eastern side you can find Patland. In the western side you can find Badland. Could understand? Explain the Patland and Badland features of India. Then what you need to explain? If the question is asked like, explain the Badland and the Patland features of India. When you don't understand what you mean by Patland, when you don't understand what is Badland, how can I explain? Now, whenever the question is asked like, explain the features of Patlands and the Badlands of India, then what you need to write the answer? You need to talk about the Malwa on one side, you need to talk about the Chotanagpur on another side, especially focusing on Jharkhand. Best examples for Patland, Ranchi, then Hazaribagh. Is that clear? This is what the Patland topography. Because this one only where you can find number of minerals, right? The next one, Chhattisgarh. Siding Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh, what do you mean by Chhattisgarh? What is Chhattis? Chhattis. Chhattis is 36, not 26, okay. What is 26? At least you know the people are good in numbering, okay. See here, Chhattisgarh. What do you mean by Garh? Garhs are nothing but the forts. Garh is nothing but fort, F-O-R-T, fort. One clan, there was a clan called as Hatiya Vanshi clan. There was a clan called as Hatiya Vanshi clan. Write down this one, Hatiya Vanshi. The clan called as Hatiya Vanshi clan, where this clan, these people have constructed 36 forts in this region. Therefore, the area is called as Chhattisgarh. Could understand? Means what? The land of 36 forts. What do you mean by land of 36 forts? The state of Chhattisgarh. Is it clear? The land of 36 forts is called as Chhattisgarh, constructed by Hatiya Vanshi clan. Right? This is what called as Chhattisgarh. This is the literal meaning of the Chhattisgarh. Now, see the geographical condition of Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh is a... Now, come on, let me put one more question before going to explain this one. What type of activities are there for the people? Jharkhand, where the mining activity is the prominent activity, right? Orissa, mining activity is a prominent activity. Agriculture, prosperity in Jharkhand is very less. Orissa is also very less. But what about Chhattisgarh? Mining is there. Because extension of Chotanagpur, definitely mining should be there. Is the agriculture is prosperous or not? Is agriculture is happening in Chhattisgarh or not? Jharkhand, no agriculture. Orissa, only in the coastal side. In the entire area, there is no agriculture properly, right? But about Chhattisgarh, come on. Is the agricultural activities are found here in the Chhattisgarh region? What type of agriculture is there? If yes, is it a plantation, or is it a paddy cultivation, or the wheat cultivation, or some other horticulture? What Chhattisgarh is famous for? Chhattisgarh, we people, you people never could even imagine what is Chhattisgarh. Chhattisgarh is a bowl, rice bowl of central India. Very great amount of productivity is there, especially the paddy production. All the people are agricultural laborers. A very fine and a very great productivity of paddy is happening there. But how comes when it is a plateau region, how comes there can be agricultural prosperous condition? Listen the geographical condition here. Chhattisgarh is in a shape of, see the condition here. Chhattisgarh is in a shape called as saucer-like structure. Chhattisgarh is something like this. This is a saucer-like structure. This is the one. Entirely this is the land, filled with the sediments. Is a saucer-like structure. Entire this saucer is a very, very hard rocky material. This is a very hard rocky material. Entirely under this one you can find hard rocky material. But over the, here the people are staying. Okay? Is that okay? Could able to understand? What is the structure of Chhattisgarh? Chhattisgarh is having a saucer-like structure. This is the saucer. Do you know saucer? Cup and saucer. Okay? How the saucer is there? Exactly, Chhattisgarh is a saucer-like structure. Because of this one, what is happening here? A small amount of rainfall, maybe just 60 centimeters of rainfall to 100 centimeters of rainfall. A small amount of rainfall will be sufficient for the production of paddy. Normally, what is the amount of water that is required for the cultivation of the paddy? 100 to 120 centimeters of rainfall is the one which is minimum required. But here, see the condition. Any amount of rainfall, like maybe right from 60 to 100 centimeters, will get stored here itself. There is no question of percolation. Whatever the rainfall that takes place, all the rainwater will be available in a very small area. Therefore, it is quite sufficient for the producers, the farmers, for the cultivation of paddy, as there is no percolation. Why there is no percolation? Because it is made up of completely hard rocky material. Because of this one, you can find a very great amount of agricultural productivity here. Moreover, the type of soil that is present is red soil. Wonderfully, you can find red and the mix of red and black there. You can find wonderfully the cultivation of the paddy there. Okay, mostly red and yellow is the dominated. Red is the one which is dominated here. Since it is having such a great facility, you can find the very great amount of agricultural productivity. Is it clear? But the problem, what is the problem? What is the biggest problem here? If any amount of rainfall more than 100 centimeters, what happens? Will leads to flooding condition. This is the area which is prone to flooding. Why? Because where the water can drain into, there is no area for the water to move. Since it is a saucer-like structure, all the water gets stagnates here. Clear? Could understand? This is the geographical structure of Chhattisgarh. Is it clear? Okay. Then Orissa. See the Orissa region, especially in the northern part of Orissa, where it is completely full of the mineral belt. The districts like, see the northern part of the Orissa, which is adjacent to Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh. Could you able to see the map? Okay, the northern part of Orissa, which is completely adjacent to Chhattisgarh and Orissa, Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand. This is the area where you can find the very great mineral hub, especially the districts like, identify the districts like Mayurbhanj, Keonjhar, Sundargarh. Sundargarh is there. Again, but very close to Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand, right? Mayurbhanj again close to Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. On the boundary only you can find all these things. Keonjhar, Mayurbhanj, then Sundargarh. All they are the areas where you can find very rich mineral belt. Especially what type of mineral you can find? Iron is the one which is dominantly found in this region. Clear? This is a very important region. This is about the Orissa region. Is it clear? While discussing the minerals, we will be explaining in deep what are the areas that comes under Jharkhand, what are the areas that are there in the Chhattisgarh, especially the areas like there is a region called as Bastar, the Bastar Plateau region, where it is a rich iron belt area. Even there is another region called as Durg. We will be explaining all this in the minerals. Means what? Distribution of key natural resources. In that topic we will be explaining. Okay.